Hey everybody, it is MonkeyPuzzle. Welcome to episode number 14, playing Ragnarok in-game. Totally enjoying this map, and I just took a little break. Well, it wasn't really a break, but I haven't been recording for a few days because I just upgraded my computer again. So last time I put in a 1080 Ti graphics card. This time I changed out my whole motherboard and CPU. So I went with the new Ryzen 7 1800X CPU and motherboard and DDR4 memory and all that stuff. And I am noticing an amazing improvement on this. So hopefully you'll notice an improvement in quality and just in general stability of the videos and everything else. But that aside, moving on, I wanted to show you in just the last light of day here on the map. I've done a few little improvements to my watchtower area, my little starter, quote-unquote, temporary base. Yeah, just did a few things with the new mods we have available with the extra ARK and Structures Plus. And so just sort of opened up the front here, and now I can actually get dynos in. This is the, what do you call these gates? They're like the double wide, tall gates or something like that. Can't get a name on them here. The stone tall wide doors. So in a 2 wide space you can actually get a dyno through here to unload directly, and just took out the standard storage boxes and put in a whole bunch of these S Plus crafting stations because they have 300 slots in them. And then I've got a little vault. I made a little wall vault from extra ARK, and these cabinets here that hold how much stuff do they hold? Only 50 things. But they're kind of cool for putting on the walls and just putting stuff in. I moved up to a fabricator and just have all kinds of stuff going on here that all these are full of materials and all that. Started using the pull resources gun. And so I got a lot more storage, a lot more space, more functional in order to craft stuff, in order to explore the rest of the map and just have my act together with all the weapons and tools and building parts I need. So I went ahead and also finished the little fenced in area here to keep the dynos in. Benij gave me a great tip that the, the fence supports that come with Structures Plus, you can actually hide them and make them invisible. So you can't see them now. And then I use mostly these fancy fences from extra ARK. And so yeah, I have this nice walled in area here, or fenced in area that you can still see through. It's pretty cool, but it keeps all the dynos together. And I went ahead and broke all the rocks in here and stuff. Kept the tree, of course, so I got a lot more space to work with, an actual dyno gate to keep my critters behind. So my goal today is, I think I'm not actually going to explore per se today, but get ready to explore. I am very tempted to go start building on that site I picked over there with the waterfall and all that stuff. I've been looking at that and thinking about that, so that'll be coming up pretty soon. But today I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind out some parts with Structures Plus in order to design some temporary bases that you can take apart and put back together again and put on your dyno to take on a trip. A lot of folks have been putting together mobile Arctic exploring platforms. So UTC and Arahli and Fox and MonkeyMan and Jules, I think, was with them. They built the first one. I think it was mainly UTC's project. And then also MonkeyMan's got one on the Bronto, and B-Fun's got another one on a Parasaur. So each of them have like a whole bunch of fireplaces on them. So we can go to the Murder Snow and the Murder Snow, which they've been dubbed, because the temperatures are pretty extreme, very intentionally. You can't go through it. Oh, and speaking of temperature and extreme cold, Joanna, one of the community members on the server, left me a gift. Check this out. You know, it's funny because I'll tell you in a second. But this is some amazing set of fur gear. Look at this. We got Mastercraft, Ascendant, Mastercraft, 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 and there's more armor value on these than I would wearing a flak armor set. Man, I'm going to be very protected and very warm. So hopefully these will be very helpful when we do our Arctic exploration later this week. That's going to be coming up. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and design some bases, maybe collab with BFun on designing a chalet to go up in the Arctic zone, and just to have a set of little bases that you can throw down whenever you get somewhere, because that's also one of the things that I wanted to do with this series. So, and the funny thing I was going to say is that I was just getting my pelt together and some metal ingots to go make some fur from blueprints that some other folks on the server had found. And as I'm on my way out, I bumped into the sign and found this fur gear here. So thank you very much, Joanna. That's awesome. Anyway, so it's about to be night. I'm going to use that time to grind out some stone and some wood and whatever else I need, and think about a few designs, and I'll bring you back and show you what I'm working on. All right? All right. See you very soon. All right, everybody. I am back. And so the first of those designs that I started working on is this a concept for the chalet that I was talking about in the Arctic zone. And I want to make more than these two, you know, a lot of little simple huts that you can carry on a single dyno and so forth. But we have an immediate use for this, so that's what I was working on first. And the great thing about having S Plus in the pack now is that we can build things and totally take them apart. So you can sketch out, you know, a lot of people coming by here might think that this is going to be a permanent building here, but it is not. And S Plus parts, of course, you can pick up, but with the demo gun here, you can pick anything up like that. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, the concept that I was designing these around are, one, these things that I just picked up, which are the sloped hatch frames, which come from Structures Plus. It's got the stone frame and the reinforced doors. It goes all the way from wood to glass, the glass metal that these windows are made of that are as strong as metal, and have all kinds of models that you can cycle and stuff. Anyway, I put these up here not to let birds in per se, but I thought they'd be an easy way to carry a sloped roof, because each of these fills a 4x4 area that would be 16 ceilings, and instead we get to carry it with two parts that don't weigh a whole lot. And then the other concept that was shaping this space was these same double wide tall gates that we keep using from Extra ARK, and basically these totally replaced the dyno gate. So I'm just addicted to using these because they're awesome and they're a lot easier to build with, and you can stack walls and things right on top of them, unlike a gate, which you cannot do that with. And of course, the third thing that's going to be part of this build is lots of fireplaces, because we got to keep warm up there. You can die really easily. We call it the murder snow and the murder snow, like I said before. So anyway, this was my first iteration. At the same time I was working on this, BFun was doing some sketching over at his place, because this was originally his idea anyway, and I was just trying to like extemporize on it as well. And now he came over and looked at mine, and I went over and looked at his, and so we're going to combine the ideas at this point. So he has basically a third draft over at his place, and we're going to go take a look at that right now and see what he did. And then from that, we're going to make some refinements and build the final thing, and then pack it up and see how much it weighs and how many dynos we're going to have to bring with us. A whole caravan of bears or something like that, or mammoths, in addition to the Paraceratherium that he has that I'll show you over there too. Anyway, let's fly over there and go check it out. Alrighty. So over here, we'll fly in the top, same place the waterfall comes in. And so over here, you can see BFun's, I guess we're calling this the third draft, right here. So what you got for us, BFun?
Hey everybody.
Hello.
So I'm just doing some finishing touches on it, breaking a few things in the process with the finickiness of building.
Yep.
But I think we're just about there. We got the little Swiss Chalet look going here.
You do. Yours is much more charming than mine was. Although mine was just a draft too. But what I didn't tell you about my place was that the two sides with the windows were going to be the people parts. And then the sort of hallway between the double gates or the double doors, whatever they are, was going to be kind of a passage for dynos. But what BFun did is he separated it. He's still using the theme of the hatch frames, but he made a whole area that's going to be the barn right here. And then the people area is going to be up front, kind of a smaller area, easier to warm. There you go. So the thing that I thought is we should probably extend this front part out a bit more and make the people part bigger. What do you think about that, BFun?
Yeah, I also just tried out pushing this one wall out a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
For a little bit more space.
Uh-huh.
Adds a little asymmetry to the back, but, you know, if we kind of congregate around here, but maybe a combination even of that and moving this out just one more. Because it would feel like it'd be a little bigger foyer kind of thing here might be good.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were suggesting. Just trying to work out the details of some of these finicky snapping issues with the sloped ceilings and having to layer two walls together.
All right on. This is pretty cute.
So, I think it's coming together.
So, folks, I think what we're going to do next is BFun and I are going to put our heads together and try to come up with a little final version here. And then I'll bring you back. Oop, you can't get off the stairs that way. I'll bring you back and show you what that is. And then we're going to pack it up. We're not going to set it up today. We're going to wait till a little later in the week when Aaron could make it and do the whole journey as one episode. Oh, by the way, is that Parasaur here?
That's actually at the staging area I set up in the redwoods, right near where we could enter the snow. So
okay, so
I got a little platform up there on a tree, and like I said, a little staging area, and he's all ready to go up there.
Nice. You folks are gonna have to wait to see the Parasaur with the 4 fireplaces on it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, right on. So that will be part of the next episode too. Anyway, we're going to get back to building, and I'll bring you back for the final update. See you in a sec. All right, it is at least 24 hours later, and we have worked on it quite a bit. So here we go. We're going to show it off. You can see Kimmi up there on the balcony. What's up, Kimmi?
Hi.
And BFun, running out. The master architect himself, home designer. So you saw it going through its phases of design. And here is the finished deal, which oddly enough is all completely set up here in BFun's cave. We are going to transport this whole thing. Unlike in real life where you have to pick it up and put it on supports and wheels and roll it around, we're going to actually take it apart piece by piece because we can do that with Structures Plus and Extra ARK, and with the demo gun you can actually pick up anything you want. So that's pretty cool, pretty cool. So let's take them on a tour, B. What do you think?
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
So we got a nice, we got some funny colors going there because we're playing with paint, but we ended up with a nice little, what looks like outdoor restaurant area, which is very cool, but it's all enclosed in glass, so we'll stay warm in here.
Yeah, you can see we pulled out this whole front section by, I think we pulled it out like 3 more foundations, maybe 2 more foundations.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, here's the seating area for everybody, which is very cool. We've got some beer up there and fireplaces everywhere. 11 fireplaces in this gig.
Mm-hmm.
Here. So
let's hope it's enough.
And we're still making spark powder for them.
So back here, the barn has a complete floor now, and the whole design we made around the hatch frames had to go because I was suspecting that might be the case, but we did not get the house bonus. I guess this is a good time for me to turn my HUD back on. I'm actually not getting it right here either. But we found that 2 foundations away from these gates, you start getting the house bonus. So you can't get it with the gates, but that's kind of normal for gates in this game. But the rest of it now, for the most part, you get it. ARK is pretty weird about calculating the house bonus. But yeah, we had to get rid of the hatches up above, which is okay. It looks good. It's just more pieces to carry. Indeed. So these crafting stations here are not going to be here in the final build. These are just here to pack our stuff when we take this apart. So here, BFun has started putting some things to bring with us, some little extras and fertilizer. We want to be able to make free a curry up there, if possible. Let's see if we can pull that off. And what else, B?
Well, that's pretty much it. We're just about at this stage to start tearing it apart. We put a few little accoutrements here for fun, map, and try to jazz the place up.
So B is stocking
we got all the spark powder going here.
Right there, yep. So we got the map, and then, oh yeah, up here, we got a little loft. So this is like where the guests would stay. Up here, all in one big cozy bed together. Got one more fireplace up here. This is the 11th, and we're assuming that the effect of these is a sphere, so we're hoping that this radiates downward as well. This balcony has to have doors because it will actually open to the outside, whereas this balcony over here is actually secretly enclosed with the glass from below. So we don't actually need a door here, but you can stand here and look out on the outside and still be warm. And we got the extra ARK, not extra ARK, the S Plus torches all over the place too, which don't take spark powder, which is a little cheaty, but it's a little free warmth that we can get, leaving them on all the time. And there's a lot of other details. We had a lot of finicky stuff getting this all set up, but we'll spare you most of that, things that had trouble snapping together and whatever. We did use vanilla walls mostly on the inside, not completely, but just to get that wood. The Structures Plus walls are just stone on both sides. They don't have the framing. Have a little workshop set up over here so folks can repair their gear and make new fur armor or whatever they need to do. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, we've got water here, so these are hooked up to metal reservoirs, so we're going to bring this with us too, of course, and set it up out there. And yeah, nothing to it but to take it all apart now and pack it up on dynos. So
such a shame. It's such a beautiful place.
Yeah, I'm going to miss it. It looks so cool in the cave.
I think it's just so beautiful. You know, it's awesome.
But I think that's kind of magical too, though, to be able to like transport it and reset it up. It's going to be kind of cat in the hat, you know.
It's going to be fun trying to do it too without dying.
Right? We'll see how that goes. And, you know, of course, there's the whole little friendly competition part too that the other crew doesn't even know about yet. So this video will be coming out later. So I originally recorded this to be a midweek episode, but I'm saving it till the weekend because we want to keep it a secret from the other crew, just because we think it would be really funny when they're doing their Arctic exploration and they're like think they're going to like forbidden realms that are uncharted and never been to, and then they come up and we're hanging out in our cozy warm chalet with fires and beer. So we're hoping to see the look on their in-game faces when they get there. You have to
yeah, they need you.
That should be good.
So we'll see how that goes, but that's just a little bit of fun. So if you were missing some episodes midweek, that's why. And one other thing I'm going to do before I sign off is we're making some brews and things to take with us. There's all kinds of preparation besides taking this apart and putting it on dynos and figuring out how many it's going to take to get it there. B's going to make a bunch of free curry because he's actually set up here with crops and stuff that I don't have yet because I'm still resisting trying to settle down. Even though the builder in me wants to do it, I got to get some of my building itches scratched with this, which was very cool. But I'm going to make some medical brew because that's easy enough for me right now. I made a bunch of narcotics and a bunch of Tinto Berry. And I'm wondering if you're dying of cold, if you can just like pump this stuff, and I don't know, conceivably, if you could pump it fast enough, you could actually run around naked. And you got some gas around here, man?
Yeah, in that cabinet right next to it.
With the paint? No.
Yep. There should be.
I didn't see.
Yeah, here it is. I'll put some in.
Cool. Nice red cookers. Yeah, so it just takes the Tinto Berries and the narcotics, and that's a little health brew right there. A medical brew, which I don't see many people really fully taking advantage of. I actually don't much. Oh, these do have a spoil time. Hopefully we can put them in the fridge, and they'll last long enough till we set on the road tomorrow. So we're going to get together tomorrow and do this little caravan. Probably make an episode out of the journey there, and it'll probably take a whole episode to get the thing set up. We're hoping that we can remember how to put that thing back together. B took a bunch of pictures and even made a little floor diagram. So we'll see how that goes. Did we cover it all?
Oh, I think so.
I think, yeah. Pretty much.
All right.
We're looking good. Time to start tearing it down.
Yeah, you making the spark powder here?
Yeah. I got a bunch going up in the metalworks, too.
Okay. Well, right on. I'm going to run over to the front of it to sign out, and we will move on to the next phase. So this was fun. We did a lot of prep, a lot of work into this. It's all made possible for me by finally having utility dynos, which I didn't have before. And of course, B is like totally set up here in his complex. So, alrighty. You guys want to get up here with me and wave goodbye?
You bet.
Sure.
All right. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for watching to the very end of this one, which is the beginning of a lot more. And we're going to have a nice little safe base resort in the Arctic zone very soon, indeed. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
See you in the next one.